if you're in pain or if you're not making the progress you want, you're probably doing some form of too much volume, and you're also probably not having enough fun with your training. So what I mean by this is, like, volume is one of the big variables that we can control in training. And honestly, a lot of people do too much work. They do more work than they can handle. And they do it from this mindset that if they do more work, they're going to get better faster. And the reality of it is, most of the time, doing like more work is not the thing that drives like success, especially if the intent is that like I'm trying to like punish myself, or doing more work is required of me to like get to the next level. It's like trying to force something instead of doing the right amount of work and allowing it to happen, or to just unfold. So a really good example of this is like getting good at like math requires you to do enough repetitions of certain problems so that you understand like, okay, this is the general structure of these problems and stuff. But after a certain point, just like drilling and drilling more and more problems that aren't actually like challenging you just becomes stuff that makes you not hate work. Like, it makes you hate math because it's not like doing the thing it should be, which is teaching you math, right? What we do in training a lot of times is we just throw on more for the sake of more. And that leads us to not enjoy the experience and start to hurt, right? Because our body can only take so much and our mind can only take so much. So if you are struggling, one of the easiest variables to manipulate is just to do a little bit less. Focus on quality. And don't get me wrong, I'm like one of the worst. Like, I'm terrible at this because I want to do more. I identify as a tryhard. I identify as somebody that works really hard. And the problem with that is, if I'm doing work that's not quality and if I'm not having fun with it, I don't make that much progress, right? So the other big piece of this is figure out ways to have more fun with your training, or just have more fun in life in general. Like, a lot of people, they get super committed to the gym and then they never use the stuff they develop in the gym in real life. And so there's this weird feedback loop of like just training and that becomes your identity, as opposed to somebody that trains to do life well. And when you do that, when your life gets better, a lot of times your pain gets better. When you go out and experience life and enjoy things, that is a good feed forward to doing that more, right? And life is not all sunshine and rainbows. You know, there's a lot of randomness to this crap. You're not always going to feel good. But just knowing that if you manipulate the variables, you don't have to do so much work all the time to make progress. And you should be trying to have fun with your training on the regular. If you do those things, if you adjust for volume and you make training more fun, good things are going to happen.